This video is made possible by a grant from the Educational Video Fund of Esperanto USA. For more information, click on the link in the video description below. Hi there. A few weeks ago I made a video called How to Shop in Esperanto. It has words like credit card and cash register in it. Since then I've thought of some additional words that might be good for you to check out before the next time you check out. If you haven't already, please go to smile.amazon.com and select the Esperanto League of North America as the charity that receives money from Amazon every time you buy something. It doesn't cost you any extra money, they don't charge you more, they simply give 0.5% of everything you buy to Esperanto USA. And you're directly benefiting from Esperanto USA by watching this video. They recently helped me buy new equipment, better sound, better lights, audio stuff, so you benefit. So benefit them. I know you guys don't like to put labels on things in this day and age, but if you're gonna put a label on something, it's always important to know the right word for that label. Etikedo, or etiketo. Po y vo, that dictionary will list etiketo as a synonym for etiketo. Use the D form there because etiketo, well, first of all, etiketo means etiquette in Esperanto. It can sometimes mean a label or a tag as well. You'll see some old instances of that, but today you're going to find way more examples of etikedo. And there's no confusion of what is that an etiko? Because etiko means ethics. So is that like small ethics? Or are you talking about a tag? What is that? It's confusing, which is why it's almost always better to use an ed ending instead of an et ending in an Esperanto root. So it's a label or a tag, and I included the etiketo variant for this phrase here for you to remember. It's good etiquette to remove the etiquette. It's good etiquette to take the tag off of a gift before you give to someone, right? You don't want to brag about how much you spent on it. Rip the tag off before you put it in the gift bag, right? So it's good etiquette to remove the etiquette. And both versions of it begin with et. And remember, eta means a little, a small version of something. So this is about a little tag. Oh, that's just a little tag that just says how much it is or what brand it is. It's not a one-size-fit-all word for, oh, a piece of paper that says something on it like J.C. Penney over the store, or says your name as the worker. No, those are different words. That is not any form of etikedo. So let's go to the next one. Nomŝildo is the go-to word for a name badge or a name tag. Here it's a name shield. A little funky to us in English land, but that's the way we do it. Nomŝildo. At an Esperanto convention, you're gonna probably be wearing one of these. So, hello, my name is blank. And the way to remember this is Captain America has a shield, right? And the shield says, I am Steve Rogers. You remember that scene from Infinity War? So the shield, the name shield, and he's saying his name. Nomŝildo is the word for a name badge. Now Afiŝo, what is Afiŝo? That's the word for a big sign, a poster, a post that would go somewhere. Not a lamp post, but a post like saying something like, oh, half off sale only today. That would be an afiŝo that would say that. How do we remember afiŝo means a sign, a post, or a poster? Think of it this way. Afiŝo de la fish vendeo. You see I have a little picture of a fish dangling down from a signpost there. Well, that is bragging about or talking about the fish. So, it's announcing, I should say, that we sell fish here. So the afiŝo is saying, here's a fish. Reklamo is something you might find on in Afiŝo. Reklamo is an advertisement. Reklami is to advertise. And a way to remember that is to claim over and over that something is good. Oh, I claim that this is the best product. I claim it's the best product. Well, you're over and over again, you're reclaiming it. You're reclaiming it. Not in the sense of like, I'm reclaiming it, I want that back, but reclaiming it like claiming it, proclaiming it over and over again. Now, it doesn't break down that way in Esperanto. The root actually is reklam. But, just to help you remember, reklami is to advertise. Here's an important distinction that a lot of people get mixed up. Oferto kai ofero. So oferto, a special offer, speciale offerto, sur la afiŝo, a special offer on the sign. Oh, buy one, get one free. Oferto is the word for an offer like a special offer, a transactional offer. So the T in Oferto, think of transactions. Okay, buy one, get one free. Great. That's a special offer. Ofero is an offering. Like, I have a burnt offering of lamb from my flock to appease the gods. So Ofero, remember it this way. The fear of God. Ofero, fear. It's because of the fear of God that I'm slaughtering my cattle to do this. Li oferis sian propran filon. He offered his own son. maybe we're talking about God, talking about Abraham, whoever, but that's the case. A lot of times people will say, oh, I could offer you this. Well, you're going to kill it and put it on an altar? What? So don't do that. Get it clear. Ni ofertas bonain pomon. We offer really good apples here. We're offering that. We're not burning the apples and offering them to the apple god. Marko is the word for a brand. And it's also the word just for a general mark. If I put a mark on something, that's also Marko, but it's the way we say, oh, what kind of car do you have? I have a Toyota. Okay, what mark is that? What Marko? But I want to make sure you understand that Marko doesn't just specifically refer to talking about brands of products. Markilo is the word you'd use for a marker, like a Sharpie marker that I used here. I didn't use a brand or a branding iron to write out all these flashcards. I used a Markilon. Brulmarki, that's the word for to brand, like at the Double River Ranch, my cattle all have the little wavy line that I branded onto their backsides. So that would be Brulmarko, literally like a fire mark that you would use to brand cattle. But here, this sentence says, Kiun markon de Brando vi preferas? Which brand of brandy do you prefer? Or which brand of brandy do you think is dandy? Kiun markon, which brand, de Brando? And here we see why Brando is not the word for a brand of something. Brando is already used in the language to say brandy. Often you'll see cognaco for cognac, which is a specific type, kind of like champagne is a specific, had to come from the Champagne region. Same thing with cognac. So Brando is the general term for brandy. Next we have Ĉeko. That's a check, as in I will write you a check. And I've seen in some dictionaries, Ĉekaro is the word for a checkbook, a collection of checks. Not Ĉeklibro, but Ĉekaro. Let me clarify what we mean by check here. La Ĉeĥo kontrolis la ĉekon. La Ĉeĥo. Ĉeĥo is the word for a Czech, like a person from the Czech Republic. So the man from the Czech Republic, kontrolis, looked over, checked the check. Here I have an important distinction. Labori and Deĵori. Labori is the word for to work, to labor. Laboranto is a worker, a laborer. Deĵori is a little different. It's specifically to be on duty. Deĵoranto is an on-duty person, the person whose shift is up now, or who's out there on the floor. When I worked at Walmart back in college over the summer, I would often go out and do a little shopping of my own during my lunch break. So I'm still wearing the khakis, I'm wearing the blue shirt. Sure looks like I'm a worker on the job. My name tag was in my locker back in the break room, but people would go, oh, excuse me, do you work here? How do I respond to that? Well, yes, I do, but I don't want to help you find your nephew's birthday present that you're going to buy for him. I need to finish my own shopping and get back on the clock. So yes, I do, but I don't. So a specific way to explain that would be mi ĉi laboras, sed ne nun deĵoras. I do work here, but I am not currently on duty. If you need to get help from someone at Best Buy or something, yes, you could go to la casisto, the person running the register, but sometimes you just need help from a person on the floor. Well, they're not a casisto, probably. What do we call them? Laboranto, Deĵoranto, maybe helpanto, a helper, but laboranto is probably the word to use. And Deĵori, that's to speak of, yeah, but is he working? When does his shift start? It's more about shifts and being on or being off duty. And finally, we have Imposto, which means a tax. Taking my taxes is an imposition. Imposition. You could even spell imposto with the words from imposition, adding that to at the end. Imposto. It's important to remember this, though. Don't Sean Connery this word. Okay, what do I mean by that? Well, you know that Sean Connery, well, he was James Bond. Miss Moneypenny. He would often use an SH instead of an S when he spoke. So remember that it's sales tax. When it's not a sales tax. So if I'm not getting sales tax taken off or added to my sale, then I shouldn't say sales tax. And similarly, it's imposto. It's not imposto. A lot of people forget, do I add a sh or a s sound? So they'll say imposto. Well, you're never going to use the word imposto unless you're an architect. It's like, imposto is an impost, which is like something part of a column or a lamppost would have an impost. You're not going to need to know it. That's why I didn't describe it or write it down, because just don't use the word imposto. Don't Sean Connery it. Make sure you're saying sales tax, imposto. All right? That's all for today. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful